What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day, and welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I put up a video or do a random live stream, you will be alerted, because we want you to be involved. And because you're new, you should check out the playlist section of the channel. All of the 1,300 plus videos are separated into categories to make it easier on you. So today we're kind of going to piggyback off my last video, which we went over to the dealership and we walked around the lot seeing what they had. Now, some dealerships out there have no Tundras, one Tundras, or it's like the dealership down the street from me that we walked, and they have like 9 or 10 Tundras. So one of the big questions that came out of that video is, I want to buy a 2020, but I can't find any anywhere. What do you suggest I do? So I'm going to give you a couple options today on what you can do if you are in the market for a truck. First off, right off the bat, it's a different year than any other year when it comes to buying a vehicle because of the COVID situation since March, okay? So usually right now, the dealerships would have a ton of 2020 Tundras looking to flush them all out for the incoming 2021s. And this would be the time of year you get a great deal. But there's a couple things you have to know before you go to the dealership. First off, I always say this, incentives matter, but certain times a year, depending on what kind of volume dealerships do, you still should go in there and give it a whirl. If you have a price in mind, you never know how desperate the dealership is. So keep that in mind with everything I'm about to say. So like I said, you have a few options if you're looking for a 2020. Number one, I want to tell you this right off the bat, 2021, the 2021 Tundra, that you will start to see coming in very soon within the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So depending on where you are, some of the things to look out for. Number one, there are still 2020s coming in and hitting the lot. So make sure you do your research around your area. Don't just do one dealership. You have the power of the internet with you. You can look all over the country and you can have a vehicle shipped to you. If you're specific on the Tundra you want, as far as color, trim, options, whatever, you might have to narrow down your search a little bit, but you should widen where you search at that point. Having a vehicle delivered to you these days is not insane like it used to be. Everything is super easy, couple clicks of a button. You call the dealership wherever it is. They could set up everything you need them to set up to get you your vehicle. It is 100% possible, and like I said, pretty cost effective. But that's if you're somebody who is looking for something very specific. If you're someone who, say, wants a 2020 Tundra TRD Sport, you don't really care what's on it, you're not really particular about color, then you're going to have a really good shot. But there are a lot of differences in dealerships around the country right now for the 2020s, but they are still coming in. But that brings me to my next point, and this is one you really got to look out for. They come in, but they move out fast. And I could tell you, just by looking at the dealership down the street from me, like I said, they have 9 or 10 Tundras right now, constantly changing over. I did a dealership walk 2 weeks ago, and they had about 9 or 10. Well, when I did one this last Sunday, about 7 of them were different Tundras because people are buying them up as soon as they come in. We all know the 2022 next generation Tundra won't have the 5.7 liter V8. And I know a lot of people are still looking for that V8. So 2021 will be the last model year. But everyone's trying to get that Tundra right now because these lots, they just don't have a lot of them. Like I said, you'll see ones like the one down the street that will have quite a few. But from what other people are telling me around the country, there's not many. And when one comes in, it moves out fast. So you really, once again, this is kind of the general direction we're going here. You got to widen your search and not just go to that dealership in your town. But if you're really in the market and ready to go, look around. But if you can't find one, fear not, because the 2021 will pretty much be the same thing as the 2020, minus a couple color things here or there. But as far as features and everything, it'll just be a direct forward shot from 2020. Same exact thing. They're not going to do a lot of upgrades the year before the next gen. And in 2020, there was actually a lot of upgrades on the Tundra with the new N-Tune system, the bigger screen, push button start, all the stuff we always talk about, the Remote Connect Toyota app. They did a lot in 2020. So 2021 will be a direct carryover as far as features go for the Toyota Tundra. A couple new things coming for the Toyota Tundra in 2021. We've talked about this a few times. You got that Trail Edition coming in, and you got that Nightshade, a couple more packages of Tundra. But other than that, pretty much the same truck from what I can tell from now. And I put this out there, I'm still waiting to see what colors will go where as far as your regular trims, SR, SR5, Limited, Platinum 1794. We already know the TRD Pro colors. The special color this year is Lunar, or excuse me, for 2021 is Lunar Rock. We know what the Trail Edition and Nightshade will have, but I just want to see if Army Green ends up on a 2021 regular SR5 or limited or anything like that, like they usually do. The reason I'm hesitant in saying that yet is because this Trail Edition will have the Army Green on it, and I don't know if they'll keep that sort of exclusive just to that Trail Edition. All right, to recap what we've gone over so far, make sure you broaden your search out there a little bit. There still are 2020s on the lot, and there are still 2020s coming in. Don't be afraid to call around to a few dealerships and see what they have coming in. They all have computer systems sitting right in front of them when you call, and they could look at their inventory that is inbound. A lot of these dealerships get vehicles a couple times a week, so there could be that Tundra you want on the way in. Maybe you throw a deposit down and you get the one you want. But if you search everywhere and you can't find what you want, or you found one and it's sold right away, because that seems to be happening a lot, do not worry, because we just said this before, the 2021s are coming, all right? And the incentives for the 2020s right now aren't super great. They're pretty normal for the time of year. So it's not like you're missing out on a lot. Right now, the incentives for August, it's 1.9% up to 60 months, 2.9% for 72 months. That's APR. TRD Pros are not included in that. I've seen a lot better from Toyota. I've seen 0.9% up to 60 months. I've seen 0% up to 60 months. So it's not like you need to rush for that 2020 because the APR deal is so great. You can wait around a little bit for the 2021s. When they come out of the gate, I would think the incentives would be pretty much the same as we got right now. So they're not awesome to where you really got to find. If it was 0% for 60 months, I would tell you to look crazy for that 2020, because that is 0% for 60 months is a great deal. Every once in a while, you'll see 0.9% for 72, another great deal with that really low interest rate. But you don't have to worry because, like I said, direct carryover from 2020 if it's a 2021 minus the new Nightshade and Trail. And the APR probably won't be much better than that, and it'll only get better if you're not in a super rush. Like I said, 2020 was a weird year for anyone, but COVID did what it did. In the very beginning, people got some great deals on vehicles because the dealerships didn't know what would happen going forward. But then everything started to, get back to normal a little bit. And these Tundras, they're coming in and going out fast. So fear not, if you are in the market for a 2020, search around the internet. They are there. Use the tools that you have out there, TrueCar, Auto Trader, all that stuff. Again, don't be afraid to call your local dealerships to see what they have coming in. Or set yourself up for a nice 2021, because the incentives will be pretty similar to what is available out there now. Now, some of you may be saying, yeah, but it's that time of year where I could get a great deal because the model year is about to change over. This is true, but it really depends on that dealership. So you got to look for some high volume dealers that are moving Tundras in and out. So I really can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this. I know there are a lot of you looking for a Tundra right now because that 5.7 liter V8 is going away after the 2021 model year. So please let me know if you've done some research or you're having trouble, and let's talk to the community and see if we can help each other out to get you into the Tundra that you want. Do not settle. Find the one you want. Take the time. Research is the best part of buying a vehicle. So take your time, do it right. There are plenty of dealers out there ready to work with you to get you in your dream 2020 or 2021 Tundra. I hope this helped you out a little bit on your journey, but there will always be the vehicle somewhere out there. And like I said, in today's technologically advanced world, it's not like you got to go down the street to the dealer anymore. You now have all 50 states to work with great deals on shipping vehicles, and these dealerships do it all the time. It's nothing new to them. Don't be afraid to hit them up. So what I always like to do is put up a playlist at the end of my video to feature for you guys to check out. We got to do dealership walks, and I really want you to focus on my last two. I did one on Sunday, and then I did one 2 weeks ago. Notice that it's the same dealership. Notice the differences in the Tundras that were there 2 weeks ago and the Tundras that were there this Sunday. You're going to see a lot more dealership walks going forward, because it's that time of year where everything's starting to change over, and I'm really interested to see if these Tundras keep changing over so quickly. So make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think. Thank you for being here. If you're new, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Share the videos. Share the channel. Tell your friends. Happy to have you. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe. Talk to you soon.